Welcome to another episode of the Lone Recruiter Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Clemens, and if you're a recruiter out on your own or just lacking general advice or mentorship, you've come to the right place. Our episodes are designed to give you the motivation, the support, and the strategies you need to become the very best lone recruiter. So join us, grab a cup of coffee, and let's take your desk to another level. Now, today, very simple one. Clear your desk, clear your mind. The thing that prompted this episode was I don't know what was in the water or what was happening in the atmosphere last week, but I swear I had nearly everyone in my life come to me at some point during that week, people who are important to me, in either tears or emotionally just ruined, freaking out about something, stressing about this. It was one of those weeks, and I got to the end of the week and just went, oh my God, what is happening? Why is everyone doing this? There's nothing wrong with it, and I was thinking about this over the weekend, like, what was this? So it wasn't work-related, nothing work-related, because it was a mixture of people at work, it was a mixture of people at home. It was actually, I've distilled it down to the fact, I think, that we get into this time of year, we're in October, you've had a big year, you can start to see Christmas coming. I keep referring to this part of the year. It's always a weird time of year, and I think people are starting to freak out. They've got a lot of legacy things on their to-do list that they haven't gotten to yet. They're thinking, I've only got this much time to get there. And they're also starting to think about Christmas time and some big, I don't know, for some reason, the end of the year, everyone thinks that their goals have to be achieved. It should just be a daily grind, right? But I think this is what's happened. And I think that a lot of people don't give themselves enough time to do their mental laundry. And I'm a huge advocate for this because the amount of stuff that I have to get through a day is astronomical. And in what you tend to find is that you do the high value work, which is what you should be doing. You should be doing Warren Buffett's is a great one at this. He famously uses the 5-25 rule, which is identify the 25 most important things on your to-do list. I'm going to read this word for word. Prioritize them. And then focus on the top 5 items and ignore the rest. And he's a killer like that. Obviously, one of the richest men in the world. Maybe there's something to it. You can see how that approach increases your focus. It achieves your goals faster, and you do become more productive. 100% agree with it, and 99% of the time, that's how I run my to-do list because there's no other way to do it. Pick your 25 most important things, and then just focus in on the top 5 and ignore the rest. The problem I have with that, right, is that I think people still have in the back of their mind, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. There's this little bit here, this little bit there. And I'm not even necessarily talking about work. And I think this is where the modern working era has changed. It's no longer I'm at work, I'm at home. It's actually kind of fluid if you think about it because you've got work from home, is more and more of a common thing. So you've now got this cross-pollination of I'm at home but I'm working, and then I'm at work, I've got to duck out and do a personal appointment. Like there's very much, I think, a coming together of these two worlds like we haven't seen before, and people aren't equipped to handle it. So what I think, if any of this resonates to you, you're starting to feel a bit stressed about this time of year, you've got a to-do list as long as your leg, and you can't get to it, you're productive and whatever, but you're starting to feel this load. Well, I would actually argue that's starting to impact your bandwidth and your ability to actually make good decisions because micro-loading is a thing, micro-decisions is a thing, and having tiny little to-do list items on your to-do list that keep following you and it keeps getting longer and longer, it is stressful, okay? I'll be the first to admit that. I get stressed out by all these little things. So, for example, like I've got so many little things on my to-do list at the moment which are so nothing, but they have to get done. Like I need a new pool pump. That sounds so stupid, but I need a new pool pump. If I don't get it, my pool will start to go gross. And then that causes a whole cascade of issues, right? I know I've got to get it done, but is that like a top 5 priority? No. Hell no. Or I've got a pile of mail on my desk. I just haven't got to it because I'm like, it's probably not going to be important. But, there might be something in there I have to action. I know I've got to get it done. So, again, that's another thing in the back of my head. So what I want what I think this episode's about and what I want you guys to do, if any of this resonates to you, is let's do a practical activity now. So pull up your to-do list right now, okay? And I want you to look not for the high-value productive items, because you're used to doing that. If you're in good habits, you're used to hitting those things. We want to look for the trash, right? We want to look for these bits. And when I say trash, I don't mean the bits that shouldn't. Like, some people have dumb things on their to-do list. Like, why would you brush your teeth on your to-do list? You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's items that shouldn't actually ever get on your to-do list because you are always going to just do them. Their routine or whatever. But things that, like I say, the pool pumps or, what have we got here? Clearing your emails, getting a birthday gift for someone, all these little bits, right? But everyone's going to be different. So look at your to-do list, pull it up. And I want you to look for the trash, like the bits that need to go. And how do you know if they need to go? It's like, well, they need to get cleared. They've been sitting on there for a while. Maybe they float and they keep following week in, week out. They're the ones we want to start putting on a separate list now, okay? We're going to go, let's put them over there. So let's put these trash items off your to-do list, which is your high productive to-do list, and put them into the trash to-do list. We're not going to get rid of them. Don't worry, don't stress. We're not going to get rid of them. Another way to look at your to-do list item as well, and this is the other thing, there might be some high productive tasks on your to-do list, but they stress you out. So it might be approaching a certain call or having a certain negotiation or having a difficult conversation or making a difficult decision. Every time you look at it, you know the ones. Half of you are smiling right now looking at that item on your to-do list going, yep, that's the one. That's the one I don't want to do. Well, guess what? It's going on the trash list. And I want you to put it on that trash list right now. So work through this. If you need to pause now, okay? And then work through that list. But what I want you to do is I actually want you to set some time aside, either today or tomorrow, 4 or 5 hours to just smash the trash list, okay? And I just came up with that on the fly, but that works, right? And so what you will find is that not only is your to-do list clean and way more productive focused, it's actually no longer full of distractions and things that make you feel ugh, okay? And what happens when you go and you spend 4 or 5 hours just getting these really, really annoying tasks done? It's almost like taking out the trash, doing the laundry and cleaning things up. You've got to do it, and you're going to find your bandwidth on all your other day-to-day items or your decision-making gets so much better. You get wider bandwidth because you've got less clogging up the lanes in your head, and you're going to feel overall better to tackle the things that actually make a difference to your life and move your needle forward, and you'll do them with way more energy because you've got more energy, okay? So mental load on your to-do list is a thing. We're not all Warren Buffett. We can't all just say, these are the only 5 I'm going to focus on, the rest can go away. He has a team who's going to, pick up the pieces. We don't, right? So we need to pick up our own pieces from time to time, and that's what this episode's about. Give yourself permission to take 4 to 5 hours, take out your trash on your to-do list, and I can guarantee you're going to feel $1 million. That's all we have time for you today. As always, click like, share, subscribe, give us a 5-star review. I really appreciate it. As always, have an amazing day, and may all your deals come true.